For most people, the idea of living in a beautiful mansion on stunning land is a dream. We're talking about gorgeous views, multiple bedrooms, properties fit for kings and queens, but today we're diving into beautiful properties that turn dreams into nightmares for anyone who has settled in. Well, there's some properties out there that can't even sell, even for small pocket change. There's one on this list listed for $10, which is insane. I'm sure you guys want to see what this house is. And why would no one buy it for $10? There's gotta be a lot wrong with it. If it's haunted, yeah, not for me. Well, hefty price tags aside, could you live in one of these knowing that it can very well be the death of you guys? Well, how's it going, you guys? I'm your host from Landon. Do not sing, and Landon, do not buy that $10 house. And let's jump right into this. This is the top 10 scary mansions that no one wants to buy. Coming in at number 10, we have Montclair House at 44 Pleasant Avenue, Montclair. An eye-catching 6-bedroom, 3,900 square feet house in New Jersey is located on 3 acres of land, is more than 100 years old, and preserved by the Historic Preservation Commission given its historic significance. And it's on the market right now. Well, yeah, we're already talking about that $10 house. This one's listed for $10, not including the land though. The land has been commissioned for the site of 8 houses to be built around the historic house. Thus, the buyer of this $10 mansion will have to agree to move the house at their own expense. So yeah, there's always a catch-22. And also there's a lot of renovations that's needed in this house. All that along with preserving the historic elements inside the house, but removing the toxic lead paint and also the asbestos by law. No wonder no one wants to inherit this mess on purpose. So yeah, not even $10 is worth it. You could even pay me $10 to deal with all of that. At number 9, located on a tree-lined dead-end street in Nyack, New York, one Levetta Place is famous as its past celebrity owners, including director Adam Brooks, singer Ingrid Michaelson, and rapper Mattis Yahoo. The spacious home features 5 bedrooms, 5 baths, and its walking distance to downtown areas. The 1890 Queen Anne Victorian also boasts arched doorways, stained glass, and an in-ground saltwater pool, and views of the Hudson River for almost every room. So what seems to be the problem? Well, the home gained notoriety when the New York Supreme Court declared it legally haunted in 1991. Is this real life right now? I never knew a Supreme Court, like a judge, can deem a house legally haunted. Absolutely insane. The ruling was a result of the Zombovsky W. Ackley case, in which homebuyer Jeffrey Zombovsky sued seller Helen Ackley over not disclosing the haunting prior to the sale and fought to rescind his offer. Well, the court ruled in Zombovsky's favor, and the home made history. Absolutely insane. While there have not been any reported hauntings in recent years, perhaps you'll experience the paranormal activities the Aucklands publicly claimed to have had happened decades ago. Before selling the home, Helen and her family had reported multiple incidents of poltergeist from the Revolutionary War, shaking the bed, slamming doors, and leaving gifts. Okay, leaving gifts ain't the worst thing unless I don't know what the gifts are. Up next, number 8, in 1875, a wealthy chair manufacturer named Sylvester K. Pierce designed and built a magnificent Victorian home. This beautiful Massachusetts home boasts 10 beds, 2.5 baths, which is like a half a bathroom, so I think it's like no shower, 11-foot ceilings, marble fireplaces, and all original windows, doorknobs, hinges, and floors. So with all of those exquisite details, how could the owner possibly ask for just $329,000? That's roughly the same price as an average 3-bedroom home. So why is this beautiful mansion such a steal? Well, you guessed it, it's got a haunting history. Over the years, in the hands of many owners, 7 individual deaths have been documented in the house, including a strangled prostitute. The house experiences so much paranormal activities. It's actually been investigated by TV shows like Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures, My Ghost Story, and also in the show Top 10 Most Haunted Places in New England. So who is still roaming the halls of this gorgeous mansion? Well, some say they've seen figures of like a busy servant girl. Others have seen a little boy who stares longingly out the front window, and to some they see a sad woman. I don't know about you guys, but ghosts are one thing, but creepy children ghosts, well, it's a hard no for me. Coming in hot at number 7 on this list, some homes aren't necessarily supposedly haunted like most on this list. But this next mansion just won't sell. 50 Cent, you know, the rapper 50 Cent, who has he been, where's he been these days? Is he still rapping, making music? I don't know where this guy is. Maybe he became $1. Well, he listed his 50,000 square foot home in Farmington, Connecticut for $18.5 million in 2015. In the fall of that year, he lowered his price from $18.5 million to $8.5 million. How do you slash a home by $10 million? Was it overpriced by $10 million? Or is he just taking a huge loss of $10 million? And this is after he filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. And then it didn't sell at that point, so he lowered it again starting at $18.5 million to $5.995 million in 2016. And the same situation, it's still on the market. So if you guys are looking to buy a $6 million home owned by 50 Cent, it's available for you right now, but you gotta move to like Connecticut. This next home is totally over the top with 21 bedrooms, 25 bathrooms in case you never know at any moment when you gotta use the bathroom. And then there's like bam, 10 on the floor you're on. There's an indoor pool, a hot tub, a substantial nightclub, because why not make money in the place you live? Let's bring all these like crazies into your house and hookers and let's just party it out. There's an indoor court so you can hoop. There's multiple game rooms, a green screen room for us, we can go filming. So all the things I'm naming right now is all in 50 Cent's house that just won't sell. Alright, let's move on from that. Number 6, which is bringing you similar fashion to number 7. Former President Barack Obama. Hey, if Obama's selling his house, I want to buy it. I want to see what secret rooms he's got going on. Especially because Trump is president. Obama probably has like a bunker underground. And just in case. You know, there was lots of tension between Trump and North Korea, and missiles and nuclear wars. So you know when you're buying this house, you're also buying a hidden bunker. Well, former President Barack Obama and his family rented this sprawling 7,000 square foot mansion in Martha's Vineyard for an entire summer in 2013. But that seemed not to have made the house any easier to sell. So the house listed it in 2015 for $22.5 million. Just 3 months later, the house had already chopped its price by 15%. They're pulling at 50 Cent in this one. So now the house on the market for $17.75 million. I mean, I get the hefty price tag, but who wouldn't want to live in a former president vacation home? And then imagine it's like 2 months out of the year you have to book a hotel because Obama needs your house. He's got to enjoy the summer. Next up, number 5, we got Mr. Kreuschers Mansion. The magnificent Victorian mansion just outside of New York had a replica which was a stone's throws away. However, it was destroyed during the Great Depression. Generally, beautiful houses like this don't stay long in the market, but for this house, well, you guys know this list. This house is just not able to sell. It is said to be one of the most haunted places in the city. Firstly, Kreuschers' son committed suicide, which doesn't help the case of this house. There was rumors of voices. There's appearances, another paranormal phenomenon took hold of them. Do you guys think that you can live there? If you were paid $1 million to live in the world's most haunted house, with the chance of you dying, would you guys do it? Number 4, we have Kreuschers Mansion, Lake Forest, Illinois. This place, like mansion, is spread over 21,000 square feet. I mean, I would get lost in that. You can put a corn maze inside of your house and still get lost. And even though this house has 12 bathrooms, I'd be too lost to even find one of them. There's 11 baths, 400 feet of beach, which is absolutely insane. So this house has hosted a number of royals and nobles, including the Duke of Windsor, in its 100-year-long existence. After being expensively and elaborately restored, this royal mansion was put on the market for 18 million USD American dollars, which is like $100 million Canadian, because yeah, your guys' dollar is a lot better than ours. But then after they had to slice the price, they slashed it in half, like a 50% discount. It's like going to your realtor and he gives you a 50% code to use on a freaking house. Well, this was actually over a period of 10 years. The house just kept getting reduced and reduced and reduced, but still no one wants to buy it. Proper real estate and consistent data are available mostly for the mansions in the US, and they are on the market too. Although there are plenty of haunted houses and places in European countries, most of them are still owned by royals or the government, and they're not for sale. Many of these houses in this list are open for viewing, as the realtors can't wait to sell these cursed but gorgeous rejects. And if you're a realtor, do you have to say someone died in this house, or can you kind of like Okay, next at number 3 we have this next scary mansion that no one wants to buy. We're talking about the Pillars Estate, Albion, located in New York. So a lot of these are in the States. Is there anything up here in Canada that's haunted that no one wants to buy that's underpriced that I might consider? Well, another historic mansion in New York. Well, this is 7,200 square feet. The Greek style house has 6 bedrooms, 3 baths, 5 fireplaces because I guess the winters in New York is very cold, a parlor, a library, and even a ballroom. So you can have your own wedding in your own house in the ballroom. It is a classic specimen of a mansion, and yet it was put on sale for $1 million. Again, USD, so like 10 million Canadian. But all jokes aside, come 2017, the price fell to half of the original without any buyers, despite the expensive renovations that made it livable. The reason behind this cannot get any more classy given its style. The owners and the workers claim to have seen or heard humans around this Victorian mansions. Yeah, they heard a lot of ghosts, particularly a child from a former lady of the house. Again, the child ghost things, yeah, from the words of Simon Cowell, it's a no for me. Number 2 on this list, Feliz murder house. I mean, is that the advertisement? Hey, house on sale, $10 million, Feliz murder house. Would you like to buy it, sir? Yeah, if the price is right. 15 million? You got it. On December 6, 1959, cardiologist Harold Perelson murdered his wife with a hammer, then killed himself in this beautiful Spanish rivalry home in Feliz, California. After the infamous murder-suicide, the home was sold but never lived in. In fact, the interior wasn't cleaned out for years following the incident, preserving that night in time and adding to the home creepy aesthetics. Trespassers in the past have reported finding old magazines and books, canned foods, and cleaning supplies. Rumor has it there was even unwrapped presents sitting under the Christmas tree standing in one of the rooms. And the moment you guys have all been waiting for, number 1 on this list, the Dakota New Yorkers, well, they might recognize this Central Park apartment building's iconic mix of architectural styles, while Beatle fans recognize it because of its history. Not only was the house we're talking about right now was the residence of John Lennon and also Yoko Ono, it was also a place where Lennon was fatally shot by Mark David Chapman in 1980. Throughout the building existence, residents and staff have claimed to see the ghost of a little girl and a crying lady and Lennon himself. However, supposed hauntings and an alleged curse won't keep buyers away from the luxurious 9-room apartment for sale inside the building. The residence feature 9-foot ceilings, original moldings, and city views from floor to ceiling windows. You may also have a famous neighbor as well. Past residents include Judy Garland and Bono. Yoko Ono still lives in the Dakota today, but even if you love the apartment and can afford the $10 million price tag, well, there's one thing keeping you from moving in: the co-op board. Upon receiving your application and background check results, this group of people chooses whether you live in the Dakota or not, and they are apparently scarier than any spared hauntings the building. The board has a history of being choosy and has rejected such celebrities like Madonna, Alex Rodriguez, Cher, and Billy Joel. And they'll probably reject me as well. Well, there you guys have it. That was the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I was your host, Landon. Do not buy that $10 house, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.